This is the tutorial for exercise 9A in your beginning AutoCAD workbook. Okay, in exercise 9A, we're going to be creating a border. It'll be called border A, and we're going to use that border for the rest of our exercises instead of our workbook helper file. Okay, so step number 1 for creating a border. It says use your workbook helper file, set units. So units. Computer's being slow. Okay, units. We want decimal and precision of 3 places. Okay, that's good. Then we want limits. So type limits. Our bottom corner is 0, 0, and we're doing inches, so 11, 8.5. That's good. So show the new limits. We're going to zoom all. So you could come over here and do zoom all, or just double click your mouse wheel. Change line weight settings to inches for inch users and millimeters for metric users. Then adjust the display scale. So to get into those, you have to type in DS for drafting settings. And we want line weight and adjust scale. Oh, no, sorry. We want to type in options. Okay, and then we want to go to the user preferences tab and down to line weight settings. So I want to make sure mine's in inches and adjust the display scale. We're just make sure it's at least at 50% or above. Okay, and it said set grids and snaps. So DS for our drafting settings, grids and snaps. So grid is set to 1 and snap spacing, it says to set it to 0.125. Okay. Okay, so that was step number 1. Step 2, select layer borderline. Draw the border below using the dimensions shown. Okay, so I'm going to turn off my line weight settings and I'm going to turn off my grid. So if you zoomed out a little bit, you'll see that your origin is set at the bottom corner of that outside line. We're going to be drawing a new border inside of that one. So we're going to start in the bottom left hand corner, and it says, it gives us a hint of what the start point is. So we're going to do line, we're going to type in 0.375, comma, 0.375. I'm going to turn on my F8 button. I'm going to go over to the right and type in 10.25. I'm going to go up vertically and type in 7.75. Oh, sorry. I'm going to go back to the left, type in 10.25 again, and then I'm going to close. So that's the new inside border. Okay, step number 3, we're going to draw the title block lines. So to do that, we could use some different things. We could do an offset, but we haven't learned those yet. So we're just going to start with that first hint. It says the starting point is 0.375, comma 1.125. So let's do that. 0.375, comma 1.125. Okay, so my line is started. Now you can see we're going to take that all the way over to the right. But if I just click my O snap is going to throw it to my end point. So I'm going to hold down my control, right click, and I want to select perpendicular. Okay. Now I have to add 2 more little lines in there. So let's do the first one. Hint says 3.75, comma 0.375. So we're going to go back into line. So our first point is going to be 3.75, comma 0.375. Okay. Now I'm going to turn my perpendicular on again and enter that line. Okay, and then to get our last line, it says hint 9.125, comma 0.375. So let's go into line and 9.125, comma 0.375. So I'm here and I'm just going to use perpendicular again. Okay, and escape. Okay, so that was step 3. Step number 4, it says to select the multi-line text command, use the upper left corner and the opposite corner. So multi-line text, it says specify first corner. Okay. And specify second corner, upper left, and the opposite corner. Oh, I'm going to change my text height first to 0.25. And I want to do justify middle center. And I'm going to pick my opposite corner. And then type the text shown below. So it should be your name here. Oops. Okay, it said to do the same thing for the next blocks in our title block. Okay, so first corner, let's check our height. Height's good, it's 0.25. Justify, we wanted middle center. Pick our other corner, and our text is going to be title goes here. And one more piece of text there. Our height is still good. I think our justify is still set. Let me see. Standard text height annotated. No. Justify, middle center. Over here, exercise -XX. Okay. So step number 5. It says to save this as a template. We don't want to save it as a template. We just want to save it as a drawing file. So we're going to do save as, and I'm going to put it with my CAD exercises. Yeah, I don't have one there yet. Okay, so border A. And save. Okay, so, oh, I see something wrong. My text has to be, and it's being fussy. My text has to be on my text layer. There, make sure your text is on your text layer. And I see too that I skipped the bold. So just double click on your text, highlight it, and click bold from your toolbar. Bold. Okay, I had made changes, so I'm going to hit save again. And Okay, so that's it. Then it says if you'd like to print out the border, follow the steps on the next pages. So you can go through those steps, just read them, but I'm going to post a tutorial, separate tutorial for how to print. Okay, so that's the end of this exercise. That's the end of the tutorial for exercise 9A.